Welcome back to Vibes and Frequencies. My name is Nathan if you happen to be new to my channel. And I like to make videos that have to do with highly specialized information regarding the topic of crystals, as well as how to invoke magic in our lives using the crystals. So in today's video, this is going to be incredibly intense, guys. I'm talking about the Diamantina quartz, aka Lemurian quartz. I'm going to be discussing the most highly specialized, intricate information that you've ever seen or heard anybody discussing Lemurian quartz. And it's just the truth. So I beckon you to stay tuned, whether you have Lemurian quartz or not. This video is going to have incredibly powerful energy in it that is going to enable you to shift through a spectrum of realities into the one of your choosing. And these are the principles we're going to be discussing. And we're going to also be discussing how to use the Lemurian quartz to do this, should you actually have a piece or be interested in buying one. Now, I want to go ahead and let you guys know, if you do happen to be new to my space here, that every single video on the Vibes and Frequencies channel has a crystal giveaway in it. And the quality of these giveaways, guys, today's the day we ramp it up to the next level because we're ready for that. We're ready to do the giveaways in an even more epic way. So I encourage you to stay tuned because this giveaway is something you are not going to want to miss. You'll see what I'm talking about when it happens. Okay, so the first thing I want to discuss with you guys is just a little bit of basic background information about where this has come from, okay? Now, I did not used to be tapped into the kinds of things that I am now. Not at all. I was very much living in a rat race matrix-esque type system, just like a lot of people find themselves just naturally falling into. Then I ended up magically in Mount Shasta, in what I consider to be the most powerful vortex space out of all the vortex locations I've visited. And I've almost been to all of them, just not Arkansas yet. So I've been to almost all the vortex spaces, and in Mount Shasta, there's some really strange things going on, guys. If you've been to Mount Shasta, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. The energy is something else entirely. There is a magic woven into that mountain, and it just reverberates out into everybody's realities there. Reality, it's much different in Mount Shasta, California. It's much different. It's triply different, you know? There's access to all these other dimensions, and it's as if things from fantasies and fairy tales are able to walk out and manifest themselves in front of your face when you are in Mount Shasta. So when I found myself in Mount Shasta, I was walking down the street one day. I go to crystal stores all the time, so that's nothing new. But as we're walking by this one specific crystal store, I felt this intense, just giddy electricity momentum type gravity pull me into this shop. So I went in, I walked straight. I didn't look at everything and then walk up on it. This is literally what happened, guys. I walked straight to that box that had the Diamantina Lemurian quartz in it. My very first piece. I reached in, I grabbed this one, my entire reality lit up, and I instantly knew within myself that the entire reason I ended up in Mount Shasta was to get this piece of Diamantina Lemurian quartz. Now, this is not an exaggeration, and this is not a joke. The entire reason that the universe put me in Mount Shasta was to receive this Lemurian quartz. And here's why. In ancient Lemuria, this was actually my piece. This was my piece in ancient Lemuria. Now, as I began to work with the Diamantina quartz, things begin to break down. Timelines, the linearness of it, A to B to C, completely dissolved, completely. And I found myself traveling through time and remembering all of my past lives, every single one of them, and all of the ones I will have in the future. And you can imagine how this just melted me. And it was incredibly overwhelmingly intense. Now, the joke here is that me remembering my past lives and my future lives is not real. It is a hallucination. Because this is what the Diamantina quartz taps us into, is feeling into the fact that time is part of the hallucination we are experiencing in our human ego. Time is not real. As a matter of fact, Everything happens at once. Everything has begun and ended in the same instance. We ourselves are having a magical gifted opportunity to hallucinate and experience the time unfolding. Now, I am 100% certain about this, guys, and you know when I say that to you, I really mean it. This is the truth. Time is not real. So I both remembered all of my past and future lives, as well as feeling into the fact that they are not real. They are a hallucination. Now, the interesting thing about the Diamantina Lemurian quartz is because I was able to tap into all these past lives, I found myself in ancient Atlantis, ancient Lemuria, Telos in the center of the earth. So I'm absolutely convinced that these places do exist because I have been there and I feel it with a sense of certainty in my heart. The most powerful certainty in truth that we can ever experience is that intuitive heart universe coming through and telling you, yes, this is really who you are. So in this process, I managed to reflect and remember that I've been working with crystals for way more time than is able to be articulated in the human language. Again, the time isn't real, but we can't even speak without contributing to the hallucination. So just forget about that part for now. It's not really that fully relevant, just something I'm adding in. It's powerful. The Diamantina Lemurian quartz has one of the most powerful capabilities. I would place it next to Moldavite as being the most powerful crystal on planet Earth that I have experienced thus far. And I'm about to explain to you guys why. We exist in every single way at all times. We are infinite, and we are taking place on an infinite spectrum of timelines where you literally are doing absolutely everything and anything you could imagine. Everything is literally possible. Your conscious awareness of you perceiving yourself right now, for example, watching this YouTube video, your awareness puts itself in the seat of the timeline. That is what your quote unquote higher self is choosing for you to experience. And this is exactly what it is. Now, the Diamantina Lemurian quartz reaches us so high up and expands us into that higher self that we are able to now have our awareness coming from the place of the higher self rather than the awareness coming through our human vehicle meat suit that we're walking around in. So you can see how all of a sudden you get a much clearer picture, a much more expanded version of what's really going on here. And when you really reach up with the Diamantina Lemurian quartz, you start to feel into the fact. Never mind, future video for that one. Not trying to tease you guys with that, but it's just the truth. So the interesting thing about these is that there's all kinds of different forms. But what I'm speaking about directly in this video, because there's Colombian, there's all these other quartz that are being sold as the Lemurian quartz. What we're specifically talking about in this video is Diamantina quartz. So if I'm inspiring you guys in any ways to be excited about this, I highly recommend that that's what you search. And I know that I've been emphasizing this repeatedly over and over again in these videos, but the reason for this is because I don't want to inspire people, oh my gosh, Nathan is clearly having an amazing time with this crystal, I want it too, and then you end up getting something fake. Because Lemurian quartz is not just quartz with grooves on it. Lemurian quartz is Diamantina quartz. So I'll leave it at that, since I know a lot of you guys keep hearing me saying this over and over and over again. So now what I'm gonna do is break down for you guys the fact that I came here to planet Earth right now on this version of timeline and reality to be a representative for crystals. It is not a coincidence that I've spent eternity, all the infinite timelines I've ever existed on, and all the, again, quote unquote, past lives have been with crystals, and all of the future ones I see, this is the way that it is as well. And there's a reason for this. It is not a coincidence. They are incidences that are coinciding all together. Again, everything happens at once. So it's just who I am. Now, even if that's not just who you are, the Diamantina Lemurian has the capability of tapping you in to all kinds of things that you have forgotten. When we come to planet Earth, we go through, again, a spectrum of dimensions that strip us away of that awareness that comes from those higher places. This is part of the reality of the density that we are experiencing here on planet Earth. You can think of density as thickness, okay? Imagine swimming in water, then imagine trying to swim in Jell-O, You know, imagine trying to swim in like glue. Like this is what I'm talking about with density, okay? It's a difference in movement. It's the way you're able to move through it, the amount of energy that is expended to do it, right? If you're swimming in something really thick and the density is heavy in this sense, it takes a lot more energy and a lot more physical movement and experience to move in it. If you're swimming in water, you can just let go and float to the surface. You see, this is the difference in density. So the Lemurian quartz taps us into incredibly higher densities of awareness than what we are experiencing swimming in what I would say is glue. I would say planet Earth is the density of glue. It's a very heavy universe in reality here. And I actually can't quite find myself having had been anywhere at a specific time that was heavier than what we are experiencing right now on planet Earth. Now, there's a profound gift that comes with this, guys, and it's transformation. Having the opportunity to experience the heaviness and the pain and all the energy you gotta expend to swim to the surface. It's a gift, you know, and this density is not going to be this way forever because it is changing and raising, and that's just natural. It's part of the universe's equilibrium here. So we might as well enjoy it, you know, enjoy the struggle, enjoy the density. And that's just something I felt compelled to share with you guys. So now what I'm gonna do is share with you some of the highly specialized information that I have remembered about diamantina Lemurian quartz. And out of all the crystals, I know you guys probably think that I know most about moldavite. I disagree. I know a lot about moldavite, very passionate about it in this life. But in many of my past lives, I spent the entirety of it focused and tapping into the diamantina Lemurian quartz. And this was actually my specific job in Lemuria, is that I was the crystal priest, and it was actually my job to infuse these quartz with monatomic elements. Now this was able to help us to create literal wormhole portals in the ether. Now the ether is the infinite possibility that who we are as humans, we have the capability of tuning our dial and reaching up into these spaces and pulling those realities into our experience. And it's infinite. It could be anything. That's the truth. It really is infinite, guys. It's not a joke. Infinite means your brain can't even wrap itself around what I mean. I don't even know what I mean. It's that infinite. It just goes, and goes. So we're able to tap into those things and pull them into our reality. The diamantina Lemurian quartz helps us to be, again, more aware and clear in being able to pull those things in. When I would infuse these with monatomic elements, again, it would enable us to create wormholes in the ether of that infinite space, which was basically my position of helping to expand my fellow humans in that society, helping to raise the conscious awareness, and the vibration is how we're all discussing it these days in this reality. This was literally my specific job. I was meant to help use crystals to help people to expand their awareness with monatomic elements infused into the diamantina Lemurian quartz. Isn't that fucking wild? Imagine remembering this and being absolutely certain and having all of the memories of everything taking place. It's fucking trippy, man. It's trippy. So here's the deal. I'm gonna share with you guys now a few things that you can do with the diamantina Lemurian quartz that are regarding the topic of time travel, shifting through these dimensions of awareness and feeling yourself in these different areas. You can imagine how empowering it is to feel yourself in this way. It's absolute freedom. When you know you could just step between timelines and universes and realities just by sheer will of awareness and your own power, nothing can stop you. You're infinitely free. And this is how I feel. So, one thing that is very powerful that we can do with the diamantina quartz is to take your piece. By the way, I'm gonna just show you guys this one a little bit more. This is a really special piece. Check this out, double terminated. The double terminated. Oh yeah. Double terminated, baby. It's a very special piece. So what I do is when you hold it in your left hand and you go into a trance-like meditative state, which I'll explain how to do in a moment, you can receive the past. You can receive a more expanded picture of everything that has ever been. Now, this is really relevant to your present consciousness in the present moment of right now. Now truly is the only thing that exists, and that's not a philosophy, it's the freaking truth of the mechanics of the universe. And as soon as we begin to accept this and let go and realize that the past that we've been so fixed on is fake, then we can actually find ourselves more present, right? So this is really exciting. Now, this present moment awareness, this is what we want to be feeling when we're holding the diamantina quartz in our left hand. You can do this in kind of a trance-like way, where, imagine this, look at this face right now, okay? Look at my face and allow the energy of my facial expression and what I'm channeling right now to come through to you. Allow yourself to feel this, okay? Just give yourself permission to feel what Nathan is feeling. It's blank space. It's blank space, it's emptiness, like the wind is blowing through you. This is the kind of space out that you want to be tapping into while you're holding the diamantina quartz in your left hand. Now, when you hold it as if it is a beacon or a probe, reaching you up into the past. Now, linearly speaking, the past is represented in this reality to the left side. This is why we hold it in the left hand, is because this matrix system is actually broken down and experienced through the power of symbols. This is actually where the power of crystals comes from. It's symbology. Now, no, this is not me saying that the power of crystals isn't real. It's just that there's a lot of dimensions to what's going on here, guys. When you grab a crystal, you are now giving yourself permission to be that version of yourself on that timeline that is open to spiritual transformation, that is open to being able to see the past and the future in these ways. You see what I'm saying? There's so much going on here that it literally gets confusing when you start feeling all of it swimming around in a fishbowl together. So many possibilities. So you can go in this trance-like state and hold it in your left hand, and what happens to me is I literally go into a trance, and I can feel everything that has ever been. Now, here's the interesting thing. It's all about that present moment. Everything that has ever been is the hallucination that justifies where I currently am in the present moment. You see what I'm saying? Yesterday led me to today. Today will lead me to tomorrow. Theoretically speaking, right? This just makes sense. It just makes sense. We don't gotta dissect it that far, right? So everything that has ever been is actually justifying where I am currently standing with you right now. But if I change where I'm standing and who I am, which we all have the power to do, by the way, because personality and identity is not real, it's not fixed, it's a choice. When I move my person into being someone different, when I hold the diamantina Lemurian in my left hand, I can see that, again, all of my past lives, all of the past in this life, everything has changed to justify my current position. You see what I'm saying? We literally, the past is changing every single moment, guys. We are changing every single moment, and everything that has ever been is constantly shifting through a spectrum of different possibilities that are open to endlessness. Woo! You feel where I'm coming from with this, right? Now, exactly like we hold it in the left hand and enter this trance-like state, we can do the same holding it in our right hand, and we can expand ourselves into seeing the future. But again, just like the future is always changing, the past is always changing in the same way I just referenced and explained. So when we hold it in our right hand, what you are seeing is all of the future, but based on where you're standing right now. So what I like to do, and again, it's the same trance-like state, hold it, allow yourself to space out, let go, just be here, let the wind blow through you, and you will find yourself tapped into exactly what I'm talking about, I'm certain. It's not difficult. You don't have to be on any kind of spiritual level for this to work. It just works. It's just the way it is. It's magic. This is the universe we exist in. So hold it in your right hand and allow yourself to see everything that is coming to you. You can see your creative force. You can see this creation and the way that it's manifesting itself and swimming around in reality. Now, what we can do with this is give ourselves a better idea of exactly where we are right now in the present moment. Because again, the future and the past are a hallucination. They literally are not real, guys. But we can use that hallucination to help give ourselves more information that we can use to navigate reality in the present moment. What this is doing is helping us to tap into higher vibrational thought forms and feel into other aspects of ourself that essentially it just gives you more details. It gives you more capability of having this information and different kinds of intellect coming through you. For example, let's go ahead and say this is really hard to come up with an example for on the spot. Okay, well, let's go ahead and say you just have a dictionary and you can look up the words that are in the dictionary. Well, this is certainly effective. You have access to being able to sit down, sift through the dictionary and find all of these words and their definitive purpose, right? However, what if all of a sudden you were gifted the power of searching Google on the internet? You now have access to so much more information than just what was in that dictionary. And it works faster, it's more fluid, it's more receptive to you. It is an extension of yourself. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. The diamantina quartz is like basically vibrationally trading your dictionary for infinite access to the internet and every source of information that exists. This is definitely how it works for me, and you can see why I'm freaking lit about it. So, this is really powerful. We can access these informations to help us with reference points that we can use to help create what we are doing with our vision in the present moment. I'm gonna take a few deep breaths here because I've been walking uphill. Show you some of the Sedona view while I'm doing that. It's a very special place too. This is one of the powerful vortex points, by the way, Sedona, Arizona. But the vortex energy is totally different, guys, by the way. It's totally different. I almost feel like these vortex points are like their own individual reality. You know what I mean? Like it's like different pockets of universe experiences taking place. Different flows, different zones, different peeps. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is explain a little bit about timeline shifting and how you can tap into that with the diamantina Lemurian quartz. And then we're gonna do the crystal giveaway. Timeline shifting. Every single moment, you are literally on a brand spanking new timeline and version of yourself. Now, I know it doesn't seem like that way because I have all these memories of my childhood and growing up, and I have memories of driving here to Sedona. I have memories of sleeping in this parking lot in my car last night so that I could hit this trail early this morning before everybody else. You see what I'm saying? I have all of these memories that justify my current position, just like we were saying. But those aren't real. The past is constantly changing every single moment. Your humans' memories that exist in the ego magically shift to basically fool you in a hallucination that tells you that this is the way that it's always been. This is always who you've been. Here's all the information that led you to who you are right now. But it's not true. It's not real. Because literally every single moment we are waking up into a completely new version of ourselves. Because the universe is infinite, guys. Experience is infinite. Do you really think the infinite God that you truly are would stick yourself in one individual human experience and just leave yourself there for the whole time? No. No. You are far more powerful and extravagant than that. You are experiencing absolutely everything all of the time in your being. There is no one single experience. You are experiencing it all. And the diamantina Lemurian quartz helps you to realize with your awareness that you keep waking up every day on a different timeline. Now, to be perfectly honest, this is a harder thing to accept. When I first tapped into this and was feeling it really, not just in intellectuality, but I actually began to feel my awareness expanded to be able to realize that every single moment I'm waking up in a different place with different memories. You can see how that's pretty freaking intense. But, you know, just like anything with time, we get used to it, we heal, and it's just the way it is. It's part of my power, you know? Our power. Because we actually comically are that same being, projecting itself into an infinite spectrum of human experiences. Even an infinite spectrum of having a bunch of individual humans existing together, which isn't true either. That's a hallucination also. I'm just talking to myself. Whew, okay. Gotta take a little break here. I'm going ham today. It's just the vibe. So every single moment we're waking up into a new reality. How the shifting works is that your, again, quote unquote, higher self is choosing, they are the real driver, okay? They are choosing where your human meat suit is. They literally are teleporting your person around. Imagine they've got teleportation technology, your higher self, and they're just teleporting you into different timelines all of the time because that's the movie they're interested in watching at that point, right? They were watching the Friends TV show for a long time, but then they got bored and wanted to switch to How I Met Your Mother, right? So they teleported you into that reality so they could watch it for a while. Then all of a sudden they were like, oh, it would be cool to be in the Jaws movie. Boom, teleport. You see what I'm saying? This is literally what's fucking happening, guys. It's literally what is happening. It is not a joke. I'm not lying to you. This is what's going down. So what happens is when we work with the Diamantina Lemurian Quartz, our awareness and our vibration literally begins to expand in a way that is dissolving certain belief systems that your ego has that is holding you back from feeling the expansion of awareness. So as this dissolves, we can literally start driving from the higher self consciously, okay? Here's the joke and the irony. Your higher self is driving already. You are not. That's the hallucination. Your human thinks they are, but it's really the higher self, okay? So that's the comedy. It's already happening. Working with the Diamantina quartz helps your ego to feel into that. And this helps us to really surrender and let go and trust the universe. And when we do that and we let go and our human stops having all this anxiety and freaking out about all these things that are pointless because they're not even real and you're literally gonna be in a new reality tomorrow probably, it's like, you know, no big deal. So you can see the power of this. Now, what's really special is that I've found that I can actually communicate with my higher self using the Diamantina Lemurian Quartz, meaning I've figured out how to co-pilot with my higher self. So there is the state and the energetic way of letting go and surrendering, but there's also the truth is that, you know, this is arguable of whether spiritually this is what we should be doing or not, you know? Spiritually, it's arguable to say that we should just let go and surrender, but I'm still gonna present the truth about what the Diamantina Quartz can do for you guys, because it's true. You can actually start driving with your human rather than the higher self when you work with the Diamantina Lemurian Quartz. What you can do is you can hold it in your right hand, which is literally, this is the expression of you creating the future, creating where you're going. And then you just point and shoot, guys. It's literally that simple, point and shoot. And this, think of it as a powerful symbol that hacks the matrix. It's a hack to this video game we're living in. It hacks it and allows your character to essentially have its own AI system start navigating reality. So you'll find that your person is much more powerful at manifesting. Your human is much more fluid at teleporting into and out of experiences they don't prefer and into ones that they do. Very fluid, very powerful. I love the Diamantina Lemurian Quartz. It's really, really triply cool. So now we're gonna do this giveaway. So what I'm gonna be doing as the giveaway is hooking you guys up. Whoever wins this is going to get this Diamantina Lemurian Quartz. Look at this clarity, guys. This is a real special piece. So the winner will get this Diamantina Lemurian Quartz. It has the same capabilities as the one I've been waving around. Same exact principles. It's from the same Brazil Diamantina location. It's the same energy, okay? I know it looks a little bit different, but it is the same. So you're going to get this, and then, because it's a little bit smaller, I'm also going to hook you up with this Herkimer diamond to help you to expand and make that energy bigger. Herkimer diamond is a really special energy that we can use to expand our awareness also. It's one of the highest vibrational forms of crystals that are on our earth, and it's actually a very affordable one. And I actually do sell Herkimer diamonds, guys, and Diamantina Lemurian Quartz on my Etsy, so you can help support all of this by shopping with me. But you could get them elsewhere too, you know, no hard feelings. But the point is that you can use the Herkimer diamond to help you to expand that energy. But I'm also going to include in this giveaway this piece of black tektite to help you to ground yourself. Because I will tell you right now that when I'm seriously working with the Diamantina Lemurian Quartz, I'm so up here that you end up not really existing in the human part of the experience, which is what we came here to do, guys. I know it's exciting to like let go of the human and go high, 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 but like we also did come here for the human experience, you know? So think of it like this. Diamantina Lemurian Quartz helping you to tap into the higher vibrational forms of thought to expand yourself. Herkimer Diamond to expand and make that power even bigger and more accessible to you. And the black tektite to help you to ground and bring what you see up here into reality. It's that simple. So this is a 3-piece giveaway. Here's what you gotta do to win these crystals, guys. It's 3 steps. Number 1 is to push the thumbs up button on this video. Number 2 is to be a subscriber with the bell notification clicked. And number 3 is to comment below and let me know what you think about the Diamantina Lemurian Quartz in terms of shifting, teleporting, everything we've been talking about in this video. Just let me know what you think about it. It's a pretty simple prompt, right? So those are the 3 things to do. Now, in about a week from today, I want to let you guys know how the winner is chosen. It's a robot algorithm that chooses, not me. And it's only going to choose from the group of people who do those 3 things 100% correctly. So make sure you tap in and do those things correctly. So this is one of the craziest energies, guys. The Diamantina Lemurian Quartz. The way that I feel about it, the energetic presence of it, I feel absolute freedom. You know, when I first started working with the Diamantina Lemurian Quartz, this is actually when I was in Mount Shasta and I started making Freedom from the Matrix videos. And those are actually on a playlist I've got tagged in the description of this video. All of the information that I share in those 3 videos is literally how to free yourself from the prison that you might be feeling you're in. If you feel trapped in life, if you feel like you're in a little bit of a prison, if you feel like there's this box, that playlist, those 3 videos, absolutely have all of the information and all of the high frequencies that are channeling through it to help you to dissolve that prison that you're perceiving and to be free and to jump through any timeline and to feel the true power of what it means to be a human. And all 3 of those videos, all that information I shared with you there, all of that came to me through working with the Diamantina Lemurian Quartz. So I do personally find that to be pretty relevant to this video. Now, the way that it feels, it's magical, guys. The Diamantina Lemurian Quartz, it's seriously magical. I don't think I've ever felt a crystal that had this kind of magic presence. Now, when I say magic, imagine being a kid again, a little guy, little guy or gal, and believing in, for example, you know, maybe perhaps a lot of us still do, but I'm just saying, for the example, imagine believing in Santa and, you know, the Tooth Fairy and all of these things. You remember what that felt like, right? This crazy excitement and mysticism of the world, and whoa, how is that possible? That's what the Diamantina Lemurian Quartz radiates and gives off. So another amazing power and energy of the Diamantina Lemurian Quartz is how it can help us to feel into that magical presence of being a child again. Because the truth is that we are a child, guys. Our human aging and growing older, that's a hallucination too. That's not real. Same with the death. We literally are all children. We are all children right now. The difference is that our human society has unfortunately manifested itself to be pretty lame and program us to, you know, think that we don't have power or things like this and to surrender that away. And it's just lame, you know? Because to me, I kind of see it as we're so powerful that we're using our power to choose to not experience reality as being powerful. So you can see how it's kind of like, it's ironic and contradicts itself. Hey, what's up, guys? These guys are awesome. This guy told me about this trail.
Hey, viewers. You done already? Heading back?
Yeah, I got a lot of work I got to do today, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, have a good one, man.
Yeah, maybe I'll see you again. Thanks for the tips. Hey. So that's the energy of it, is what it can really help you to tap into, is feeling that magical presence of being free, being able to navigate reality in the way that you want. Now, something else that's really powerful for this, guys, is meditation. Meditation can really powerfully help us to dissolve and let go of those belief systems and walls that are holding us back. So I highly recommend that you look into what the real practice of meditation is. And I've got some videos tagged below about my perspective on meditation and what it actually is and how it works. And I'll list that for you guys in case you want to check it out. So thank you so much for watching this Vibes and Frequencies video. Once again, my name is Nathan, and I make videos every single day except for Saturday, and every Sunday is a live stream where you get to interact with me and discuss any questions regarding crystals and stuff like this, like real-time conversations, guys. Think about that. So I'll see you for those, and thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more crystal vibes. Peace. Peace and love.